What is up, everyone? I'm here to talk about volumes 28. Maybe get into volumes 29. Just depends on how long talking about 28 takes me. Okay, so I'm just going to go straight into the highlights, nothing too crazy. Anyway, so I highlighted this part. Why did I highlight this part? It says, "You cannot move, can you? Didn't think so. This place has a 3% survival rate. Welcome to my string challenge. It's a little late to warn you to be careful." String clouds? That's very shrewd of you. My territory is covered with them. Strings so thin that they're nearly invisible, so light you can't feel them. And yet so strong that once you're snared, you'll never break free. You've been wrapping yourself in them since you've made it to this island. Look closely. You're all covered with string. The more you try to fight it, the more you suffer. Oh yeah? There's one person who didn't get caught in your web. So I thought it was pretty cool how you can make a bunch of strings like a spider. String clouds. Anyway, it gets pretty intense. They start fighting. Not gonna get into it. Me personally, I'm not gonna get into it because I already read it. Anyway, I highlighted this other part. Oh yeah, so now place the shell face down on an empty barrel and press on the umbo, the Sky Knight is telling him. And when he does that, it blows up. And then he says, that is an impact dial. It absorbs any impact delivered to it and then releases it to the user's direction. It's like mind-blowing, these, these weapons that Oda Sensei comes up with. And then Sky Knight says, yes, mantra. I do not command the power myself. So it's a bit difficult to explain, but I'll try. You could say that mantra is the power to listen. Just by being alive, humans emit voices from their bodies. And then Sanji says, voices? And the Sky Knight says, yes, those born with that gift of the mantra can hear them and know a person's next move. The more the user has mastered the mantra, the greater the area they can listen to. For the vassals, that means of all the upper yard. For Anu, it is the entire country. That is how far his power extends. It is the one power that no one truly understands. So that little detail is very interesting. I like it a lot. Just so beautiful and so poetic. Oh, and this part is hilarious. Okay, so Luffy's walking through the forest. I'm pretty sure he just got separated from his crew. And Luffy says, the island in the north is so cool. My head is empty, I'm a fool. And then we see Viper. And then Luffy sees him, and he's like, hey, it's you. And then Viper looks at Luffy and he says, what are you doing here? And then we move on. And then Viper says, I warned you to get off this island. And Luffy says, shut up. What me and my crew do here is none of your business. It is our business. This island belongs to the Shandians. And Luffy says, really? I thought it belonged to the Kami. I see. Excuse me. He keeps on walking and starts whistling. And Viper says, wait! And Luffy says, what? And then Viper says, no, I have nothing to say to you. There's no point in discussing this further. I'll just take you down, Luffy says. So that's how you're gonna play it, huh? Now you're speaking my kind of language. I thought that part was funny. And we get to the question corner. Something about here was very, very funny. And I will read it, or maybe not funny. Let's see. Oh, okay. It's this part. Hello, Oda Sensei. In volume 25, you say that manga is about people's dreams. Your words really made an impression on me. However, there's one strange thing. In my dreams, Nami only appears in bikinis. But in manga, she's usually full dressed. Why is that? A super skimpy Nami, eh? Well, if you remember, we did see her in the bath. That's even more skimpy than a bikini. And come to think of it, Vivi is always shown in nothing but a towel. Oh, and And come to think of it, Vivi was shown in nothing but a towel. How skimpy do you want her to be? I'll try harder next time. So I thought that was pretty funny. Because, like, that person seemed, like, so serious. He started off with this question so seriously. And then he ended up being, like, such a pervert. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on to a different highlight that I highlighted. So it says sight, sound, smell, touch, taste, and intuition. Man has 6 senses, and each of these can be good or bad or neutral. Furthermore, each of these can be pure or impure. In a lifetime, there are 36 earthly desires. Right now, I have a cannon aimed right at you. You are a pistol, I am a cannon. In timing and power, my weapon will win. You did well, but you will now die. So this guy is talking to Ronononozolo. You are a cannon? Are you mad? I don't see a cannon. Have you ever seen a flying slash attack? Enough of this nonsense. One sword style. 36. I must have just thought that part was kind of cool. And I had to share it. So we are going to keep on moving on. And just in case if you were curious, that was between Abraham and... yeah, Ronononozolo. Abraham and Ronononozolo. Well, it seems that I have left out 3 sticky notes. Okay. Yeah, Sandra and Usopp went down. They're trying to fight the Kami. This drawing is pretty cool though, the whole composition. Oh, and this drawing was super cool too. Anyone's ever seen El Dorado? I think he was kind of trying to mimic something like that. But I'm pretty sure this book or comic came out way before El Dorado. And either way, One Piece wasn't published in the United States until way later. And I talked about that already before. In a different volume. And now we got Nami. She's about to try and fight one of the ball challenger. She's got guts. The Sky Knight's like, young lady, don't fight. She's like, we're knights, don't tell me you're hurt. She's like, I'm gonna fight. No, but Nami is starting to turn into a very more powerful fighter. She's starting to become a lot better at fighting. So here's another part that I highlighted from the question corner. Oh, yeah, it's this part. Hi, Oda-sensei. You have the nerve to say that Jaya Arc was a man's dream. Well, I'll have you know that for 18 years I've lived my life as a woman. So what do you make of my passionate love for adventure and my infinite dreams? Sheesh. Every page, every panel of your manga makes my blood boil. Take responsibility, please, heart. It's time to step up and take responsibility. Start putting women instead there, in there instead. And Oda-sensei, a woman's dream. No, you're taking me too literally. I've often used the word manly as an adjective. Even the most feminine woman has manly sides of her. In days past, such as women, has been called a true woman. So let me shout it out for the both men and women. It's a man's dream. That includes women. So I thought that part was cool. Because, yeah. Even the most feminine woman has manly sides to her. In days past, such a woman has been called a true woman. It's facts right there. Facts. Take notes. And I think this part reminded me of like Greek gods or something like that. Because the kami, he's lightning. He says, "How could a mere man hope to defeat lightning? As someone raised in the sky, surely you know far off lightning. Since ancient times, men have always taken their fear of the unknown and called it an act of God. Anything they couldn't control was considered divine providence, and I am that providence." But yeah, this kami seems pretty unstoppable. Okay, so we got a part. This is continuing on to volumes 29, where Oda Sensei says, "Some people think that hot things have been eaten." No, let me restart. "Some people think that hot things have to be eaten while they're hot, or they'll lose their delicious flavor. But surely there are many people who cool down their food before eating it. So, shouldn't we have a special name for people who can eat piping hot food? How about calling them racy tongues? I envy people like that, so I picked an embarrassing name. In Japan, people who can't eat hot foods are said to have nikohita, a cat's tongue." I like reading things like that whenever Oda Sensei includes things like that. Okay, so I did not, Yep. I was gonna, since I already took out the post-it note, let me show you this part. This drawing is pretty cool. No, it's not a very good picture of it. This just was a part where we were about to continue on to volumes 29. And it was saying, of the Shannon-Danians, 7 still stand, and of the Straw Hat crew, 5 are left. Total number left standing, 25. Of the Kami's forces, 13 remain. 56 have fallen. Time past 2 hours. Upper Yard, the survival game. There were 81 fighters to start. So yes, we are moving on to volumes 29. And I think I'm going to stop it right there. Going to include on to the next video, and I'm out.